What's good? This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and this is a bass hang, man. Just pulling up, talk a little bit about bass. I know it's a little bit late, so a lot of cats won't be here or whatever, but you know, figure I'll come through, say what's up. I haven't been here for a little minute, and checking in with the homies is always a good time. So figured I'd do that, and we're here to get this together. See if I'm wired for sound. So yeah, just again wanted to check in, see what's going on, see how y'all doing. So I start most of my base hangs out with the simple question: where are y'all watching this from? Where y'all checking this out at? So if you could throw that in the comments, that'd be really dope. Little highlight to my watchers from wherever they are at whatever time it is, and it's kind of cool. So I've had some people from New Zealand, Australia, Austria, Iran, Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Brazil, Hawaii a few times, Japan. So it's really dope. You know what I'm saying? So if you could put that in the comments where you watching this from, that'd be dope. I like to check in and see how y'all doing and stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit late, but we here. I was debating whether or not I was actually gonna do this, but chopping it up with people that love bass or people that like music, it's always a good time. So I figure I say what's up. Even if I'm only here for maybe 20, 30 minutes or whatever. Just trying to get back into this bass hang situation. And we'll see how this thing goes. So appreciate y'all dropping in. Appreciate y'all watching. Let's see where we at. Game God, what's going on? Always good to have you here. You know what I'm saying? Fidel 4, what's happening? Hello, bro from Spain. That's dope. Let's see. Arcane Sanctuary, what's going on? Have you played the Fender Meteora yet? I did today and it felt nice. I actually have a Fender Meteora. My man Low and Lobster actually has my bass up there. And he said the same thing. He really likes the bass. He actually bought a bass of his own based on mine. No pun intended. Same colorway, black and gray, kind of like a shadow burst type of deal. I do have that bass. It's just up north at the present moment and stuff. Speaking of which, Lobster, give me my bass back. I also have his bases, so I guess it's not fair for me to say that. But yeah, I got that bass, and Lobster loves it. So it is what it is. Let's see. All right, Freeport, Illinois, in his house. I can dig it. It's 10:51 here. It's 10:52 here, so same time zone. Dope. Middle Island, New York. Dope. Okay. Spain. All right, all right, all right. What's going down? Checking in from Jersey. I appreciate you dropping in. You know what I'm saying? Go mob. Got to throw that thing over there. Got to represent it. You know. Just from Florida over here. Okay, I can dig it. Production side chain. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Hi from Connecticut. What's happening? Appreciate you dropping in. Man, Kelvin Reeves. I actually need to record this video with a pedal that he sent to me. So that's going to be coming within the next week or the next. I haven't edited yet. So that a review on his pedal is going to be coming out very soon. And I'll get that back to you, Kelvin. I promise. Let's see. Here it's 5 a.m. Oh, man. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Greetings from San Diego. Dope. Just ordered the Glary short scale Music Man style for 80. Not a bad pickup. We're going to replace the pickup and bridge, but the bones look legit. Okay. Cool. Let me know how that goes. I actually have a bass in from them, and I'm going to be putting that on the channel probably in the next week or so. And it's a 6-string. I think it's a GIB 6-string bass. I've had a 5-string on the channel. I had a friend in the you needed a bass for his production studio. So he wanted to pick that one up from me. So, I let him go ahead and hold on to it before I moved from Tulsa. So it's a pretty solid bass. But I'll talk about that whenever I do the video. There are some pluses, there are some minuses to the bass. So in the video, whenever that comes out, I'll address those. Is it a perfect bass? No. But is it a functional bass, something that you can get down on? Yeah. So I'll talk about that a little bit more whenever the time comes. Hope y'all are doing well. And again, I'm sorry that it's so late. I want to really do this at 7 or 8 o'clock where everybody's still up and stuff. But, drop in and say what's good. So, yeah. Let's see. Clifton, New Jersey. Okay, what's good? I'm chilling. What you got for us this evening? Interesting question and a very good segue. So, I've hinted at this in some pictures that I took yesterday or the day before. Sometime I posted something, and this is my Close and Stein, and this is from Close Guitars. It's a little different headstock, but as far as it balancing, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's not neck heavy. It's sit it down, boom, perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. So this is a win for me. It's really nice. It plays well, sounds good. I actually went with a passive system in this bad boy. So this is just volume, 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 tone. And it does a thing. So I'm a P bass player. That's this pickup here. And yeah, it does a thing. Also, I'm gonna need to adjust something real quick because it is really, really hissy. So I'm gonna set this down to the side and I'm gonna fix this little thing. I'll be right back. Oh, let's see. Let's just give you a bit of an attitude adjustment. Okay, so this is my Laney Digbeth B. I think it's called a BT 500H. No, DB 500H, and then the cab is a 410, and it's at 4 ohms. This is my new rig. This is, until further notice, this is my rig. This is what's gonna always be there. It just does the thing so well. So it's so good. That's crazy. This bass is ridiculous as far as harmonics go. It's crazy. It's wild. It's ridiculous for harmonics. But yeah, this is gonna be a thing that I'm doing for the next few videos if I'm doing jams, because I'm in love with this bass, and I'm definitely gonna be bringing it to church, and I hopefully can record it, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, but yeah, let's see. Goldie has a little sister. Yeah. All right. What's up, man? Been waiting on your video all week. I can dig it, man. Listen, I've been going through some health situations. So me uploading, that wasn't my focus for the last few weeks. I had some stuff scheduled out and they came out whenever they came out. But like I'm a little bit better. I still have a procedure I have to get done for the old ticker, but um, I may tell you about that in a few months whenever everything is completed and I'm straight. So, but yeah, been having some health issues and stuff, so haven't really been uploading like talking about. And I don't want to just give you some foolishness just so you can see some stuff. You know, I'm not that type of person, so I like to actually chop it up with you. So, I think these base hangs are actually going to be the way that I actually connect back with y'all to check in, see how y'all doing. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all that watches my videos every week. I'm up to around 36K on YouTube, and I have a few viral videos on Instagram, you know, and it's been pretty cool, man. I've been kind of doing reactions and stuff on my Instagram. And my Instagram, if you haven't followed me, if you have an Instagram, it's bully_the_kid on IG. So y'all check me out, THAKIDD. Exactly what it says right there, just an underscore in between the Y and the T. So BULLY_THAKIDD. Y'all follow me over there. I'm doing a whole bunch of reactions to random videos, mostly dealing with music, sometimes not. And it's whatever. A lot of the stuff that I've actually been doing lately have been viewers sent in. Like they seen me do reactions. They was like, hey, react to this. So it's been funny. It's been funny and it's been fun. So yeah, I did one before I actually started this little podcast, broadcast, whatever you want to call this. And it's been pretty cool. Adam Gomez, what's happening, boss man? I appreciate it, man. I was reading the comment after that. I ain't really been doing too much, man. Just working, spending time with the family, uh, doing the whole rodeo situation. I stay in Houston, so a lot of my time was spent at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, doing stuff for there and catching a concert whenever I can, and it's been fun. So yeah, let's see what we got. I didn't even know you were going live, dude. I was getting ready to watch Seinfeld. That Laney looks sharp, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, that thing. She's a looker. She's a looker, and she stomps. I only have the volume on 1.5 because it's a lot. It's a lot for this room. Most of my videos I actually do with the cab unplugged, and I'm using ears and stuff. And sometimes I actually just put it on like one or half, so I could actually go live and still hear myself, and then sync everything up and all that stuff in post. But yeah, it's been doing this thing. It's been a great addition, and I don't want to get it twisted. I still have the old girl over here in the corner for now, but there's going to be news about that position in just a few weeks or maybe a few days. We'll see how this thing goes. I got a swap up that's going to be happening. That's going to take the place of her over there. Yeah. So y'all stay tuned. It's a lot of cool stuff happening with Bully the Kid. Let's see. Let's see. Please, a hello to my friend Eric Moore, drummer. Okay, please say hello. What's going on, Eric? How you doing? Hopefully you watch. If not, you should. But hey, what's going on? Let's see. Understood. You motivated me to pick my bass back up. Prayers up, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Uh, yeah, I'll talk about that whenever everything is done, and I'll let you know what happened or what is happening or all that stuff if you care to know. You know what I'm saying? So get well, my man. Thank you. Blessings to you and yours, Bullet. Thank you, bass connoisseur, bass club connoisseur. Howdy bully from down under. Remember, nothing weird. Very important. Don't be weird. I just recently discovered your channel. I'm digging it. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I I don't normally I'm not as technical as I should be as far as maintenance on bases and doing a lot of stuff and giving like harsh, crazy, stupid reviews. If I don't like something that I get in from somebody, you'll never see it. Like I'm not in the business of crashing other people's um way of making a living. You know what I'm saying? But all of my feedback goes to the company so that they can improve and then later on send me something and I can try it again and I can give my honest opinion about it. And so on my channel, you rarely ever hear or see me say anything negative about the basses that I'm playing. For one, I'm very blessed to be able to work with companies that do this as a job. And I just come in here, lay my funk down, and then, I throw up a video. And then for the connoisseurs of the video, they now get to learn about a new product. And I tend to cater to those that aren't filthy stinking rich. So like the normal working musician or the normal working hobbyist, you know, most of the stuff that I do is budget based and user friendly type of stuff. So a lot of the companies that I have done have been in the range of, if they are a little bit expensive, it's the one base that's utilitarian that you can use for almost any occasion, and it produces and it sits well and it does the thing, it checks the boxes. For those boutique bases and stuff, you might have to go elsewhere to a different channel because that's not me. I didn't expect to get all the stuff that I have now, and I don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to spend on a perfect bass. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to play a Federa all the time. I would love to. From what I know, they're great basses. The luthier there, it's pretty solid. The luthiers there are solid. I feel the same way about MTD. Maybe one day I'll get an MTD bass, or maybe one day I'll get a Dingwall bass. Maybe, hopefully. Gotta say the same. Knock on wood. I'd love to have those, but for the regular person, finding value in an instrument that's playable, moddable, and a budget friendly situation is kind of my outlook on stuff. So whether it's you actually having to take scraps of other bases, or you hodgepodge you just cobble together your ideal base, that's the type of stuff that makes me happy. So like you take a body like a Fender body, right? And then you go to Status and you get a carbon fiber neck or something. And then you go and get some hip shot tuners or some Gateau tuners, and then get a hip shot bridge, and then you throw in like EMG pickups and an EMG preamp or an Aguilar preamp, and then you just put it all together and it sounds like this beautiful instrument. That's the type of stuff that makes me happy. I like that. So but yeah, so for this video, this is the star of the show. This video is going to be coming out hopefully this week or next week. I haven't recorded it yet, but it's going to be a thing because this bass is effectively like 7 basses, if you can understand what I'm saying. So like for this, it's volume, 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 tone, right? So then you can piece match them all together. So you have this one by itself. That's 1. That's 2 basses. Just this. That's 3 basses. Just this. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you have tone manipulation to add in or take away brightness whenever you add in something. So the thing that I've really been liking so far has been the middle pickup working with the bridge pickup, and then the middle pickup working with the front pickup. It's a very thick tone here, but at the present moment, this me playing it here isn't going to do it justice. I have to actually sit down and set up all my stuff and then match the sound so you can hear the sonic differences between the different positions and all the different incorporations of how this is. Has a quick release bridge, has lightweight tuners that are proprietary to Close, has this carbon fiber neck, has a cutaway in the back end, so it allows you to get down to the bottom of the 24 frets on this bass. And it even gives you a little bit of situation to get your fingers in here so you can slap and not get weighed down by all the foolishness. Multiple thumb rests, which that's key. You know what I'm saying? That's depending on what you're messing with. If you going straight over P, for how my hand is set up, this is the perfect situation here. Let's anchor my thumb there. If I'm going here, I'm going straight over the top. It all does different things. It's all different sonic capabilities. So shout out to Close Guitars. Love y'all guitars. Yeah, I wanted something that I could have and use and not have to worry about swapping out batteries, any extra. I don't even want to put a whole bunch of knobs on this bad boy more than these 4. Like it's a little bit overkill at some point. So it's dope. But yeah, it's a brief little update. This video should be coming out hopefully later this week if I have some time at lunch break to shoot something real quick, and then the next day I'll edit it during lunch and stuff from the normal job, the 9 to 5. So yeah, let's see. What does your practice routine consist of? How many minutes per day, every day? What do you practice? All right. So as far as practice routines, I normally don't practice anything. It's kind of like I'll get some free time and I'll grab a bass and I'll sit down with it, and then something will hit me and I'll mess around with the concept for a few minutes. So let me give you this. If you're actually trying to grow your bass playing and you are very serious, you're dedicated to doing this, only thing you really need to do is at a very minimum, very, very bones minimum, do about 20 minutes every day. Just sitting down there, maybe playing the radio, just going through stations and try to pick up songs as fast as you can. Once you have the song progression, click to the next song. You can literally go and pull up a Spotify playlist or a YouTube music playlist and go to whatever your favorite genre is. It could be like 80s rock or like 70s soul, and just try to pick up these bass lines as fast as you can. Once you run it through and you get the bass line progression, go to the next song. Reason why I say that is if it's on a playlist, chances are it's popular. Chances are you know them, right? So you should be able to lock onto them and pick up these bass lines. And that does multiple things. It helps you learn your fretboard as to where these sounds are located. And also helps you learn progressions as to where, like what's happening, how the music is moving. Also trains your ear to lock on to where it is on your fretboard and how it's progressing. And then if you were to ever get into a live situation where you have to adapt on the fly, you already have that muscle worked out. So if you do that 20 minutes, 40 minutes a day, every day, you could be a monster very fast. Like you could be very giggable in 6 months. if you just do what I just said. Now, as far as me learning scales and doing all that stuff, I didn't learn by scales. I learned by doing what I just told you. And what I was doing was I was playing music off of the radio. So it would just be me and a guitar amp, not even a bass amp. And I'm sitting here and I turn the radio on and I flip through the stations. I lock onto something, maybe it's a Hano joint, and I just take off trying to play what I'm hearing. Once I get that, I'll go to the next station wherever there's music playing, and I'll play like a pop something, or I'll play like a rap something, or it'll be like, uh, maybe a jazz thing. Like there's a lot of radio stations in Houston. It's a melting pot of all type of cultures. So within a few turns, and I'm dating myself, not even like physically touching it, going to the next one, turning the knob and going to the next radio station. I'm dating myself now. So that's what I used to do whenever I first started out. So there you go. All right, Lansing, Michigan. What's going on? Donner P bass receive rave reviews. Have you seen the J bass and active PJ configuration that's out now? I haven't seen the J bass and the PJ, but I do have the Donner bass. It's actually one of the ones that are over here. It's actually, I don't know if you think it's that one. Nope, it's this one. This is a Donner P bass that I'm thinking about adding some cool stuff to. I have a pickup that's over there. It's a gold pickup. And I'm debating whether or not I want to do that one in that one, or if I want to take that gold pickup and put it in the Harley Benton. I don't know yet, but that's from DeMarzio. So that should be a pretty cool little video whenever I actually do that. We'll check that out. I actually thought about throwing it in here, but that'll mess up the vibe of the black, blue, and carbon. So I decided not to do that. But yeah, maybe one day I could actually hit them up and see if they actually want me to demo some of their stuff. And I think they're going to be at NAM this year. So I'm definitely going to go by their booth and chop it up with somebody and get some more information on it. That should be fun too. Let's see. Let's see. My wish is a 4-string on a 6-string neck would fit my hands perfect. You must got really thick hands. A 4-string on a 6-string neck. That's like 22, 23 millimeter spacing. Why do you need it that wide? That's crazy. But hey, maybe you can get with somebody that makes bases like that and you can get it customized to your liking. That'd be crazy. You couldn't do a bridge that's like one piece. Like you'd have to do individual bridge pieces. But the concept is there. I can see how that would be cool. But your name is Carolina Big, so I guess your hands are very huge. What was your first bass and rig? Okay. My first bass actually was this bass that's in the center. That's over there. It's a black bass that's right there in the very center of my collection. It's an Ibanez Roadstar 2. Bass was made in 1984, and it was given to me by a guy in church. And it's a whole story behind that, but that's my first bass. It was an Ibanez. It was my first bass. And that was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. If I say it like that, I should be a lot better than what I am now, all things considered. But we're where we are. And my first bass amp was a PV TNT 115. That was my first legitimate bass amp. Anything else I played, it was a like legitimate first amp. It was the PV TNT 115. What I played before that was a PV PA speaker, and I think it was a 118 with a huge tweeter bell, like a 80s monitor, PV monitor, and it was sitting on top of a four input PV PA head, and it stomped loud, but like I think they gave me I think my mom ended up giving me the TNT because I was too loud and not good. Like I think that's what happened. I wasn't good and I was too loud. So they gave me something smaller, more tame. And then once I actually became more confident and became more competent in playing bass, that ended up being my extension rig. So I would just run a cord over to another section, and then I would have my 115, and then on the other side it'd just be 118. And I'm just stomping out people at church. So yeah, that was my first rig. It was a good time, man. That was 2000 and no, that was shoot. That's probably 97, 98, somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. Yeah. Good times. Let's see. As well, here a little bass. Please. Okay. 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 Gibson G3. Okay. Gibson G3. All right. Let's see. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right. Mad love for you playing. Thank you. New, but big fan. Thank you so much. Inspire me to play every day. Keep it up, my man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. After, are you going to send it over to Lobster to review? I would. I have to ask if he's even interested in it because he has this bass, but without the P pickup. So he has a bass that's the I think it's Apollo Classic, and I think he also has the Apollo Pro, which is the active version of this bass with the Fishman Fluence pickups and Fishman preamp. So if he's interested in playing it, I'll definitely send it over to him. But I don't know if he'd actually be interested in uh, messing with it. But he and I both feel the same way that the classic or the original Apollo bass is good enough to rock with rather than getting the active situation. It takes a lot of there's so many sound capabilities to the bass itself that's like I did a whole review on the original bass as well as the pro, and I like the pro. It's just I went towards like I leaned towards the passive version of the bass because it was so much more simple and there was no hum anywhere there because it's soap bar pickups and everything. Whenever I played, it sounded good at any different. I can get like a P tone uh, if I roll my uh, knobs like focusing on the neck pickup more. I can get my P type sound, and it's a more fuller whole note groove holding bass when you roll towards the front pickup. And then if you want to bite through it, you got a solo, just roll to the back pickup. And now you have kind of like a Stingray-ish sound. It's not exactly Stingray-like, but it does the burp thing very well. It's like the bridge between the Stingray and the jazz pickup. So me and him both agree on this particular bass rather than the pro per capita. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Bullet just got the Mono Neo Fender bass. Thanks for your reviews. Dope. How you like it? It's basically the Meteora but 5-string bass, and I love the Meteora, so it fit right on in there. I liked it, and it's loud, so it actually says something before you even play it, which is dope. You know. Let's see. Oh, what's up? What's going on, Werewolf Cat? Interesting name. Oh, what's up? Listening in the car as I'm making an airport pickup. Okay. I appreciate you treating me like a podcast type situation. That's dope. Allergies. Allergies, not COVID. Let's see. Yeah, that's exactly what I do a lot of times. I scan the radio, pick out a song, and try to figure it out. Yeah, a lot of times I'm surprised at how much I already know. Yeah, and the faster you can do it, the more dangerous you become because you can then take what you know from other songs, put it as a lick in one song, and then go right back to the root of what the song is you're actually playing, which makes you hella groovy, especially if the people you're playing with know what you just did. I've done that a lot. Peek behind the veil a little bit. I grew up in Church of God in Christ, and for those that don't know, it's basically Pentecostal with a lot more seasoning. You can take that for however you want to. But the Church of God in Christ is really, really music dominant. So um, there's a lot of leeway if you are a musician to for expression. So it'd be nothing for my cousins who are all the musicians there to play between the sheets at offering, and we got in trouble for playing a lot of secular songs at offering time because offering time is like people they file in from the back and they give their tithes and offering in the cut and then it's just a groove thing, and usually there's a pastor there talking about what's happening and then or doing announcements or something like that, so they're not paying attention to the music. All they hear is just a groove. So for me to just boom 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 and we just grooving. Well, the problem came in whenever you do the transition. Ba-da-da, ba-bum. Everybody locked in. It was like, ooh, baby, baby. And I was like, we need to transition. We need to transition. By that time, my uncle, who's the pastor, locked in on me. Also got in trouble playing I Ain't Mad at You because it starts out and if you play it slow enough, you can just groove it and just have it as ambience music. But me, I was like, it was like, sorry. Oh man. I also got in trouble playing Afro Man, Code 45. I did that at church. Yeah, there was prayer. Had. Let's see. Any best strings you prefer for my modern jazz 5? Um, I'm partial to the company that I rep, which is SIT strings. Check them out. I actually need to get a link from them, but I don't have any. Yeah, I do. I got it right here. This is my favorite at the present moment, especially on 4-string bases, but they make them for 5-string bases, the Fusion Wounds. So it gives you kind of like it gives you a round wound feel, kind of, but it's more slick than flats. So this is my go-to. I keep this in all my gig bags. Keep this. So if you're looking for a string to try out, SIT strings, and I'm with them as a company, but I stand by them. They're solid string manufacturers. Yeah. Before them, I was with MJC Ironworks, and those strings were great. I probably wouldn't even be with SIT strings if MJC was still around because I was very happy with those strings. But the owner of the company unfortunately passed away, so I had to make a pivot and stuff. And I found these strings due to a friend that used to work for the company. He recommended this company, and I hopped on board. and it's been a great situation. So for I could definitely recommend them to you. So check out SIT Strings, specifically their foundations or their fusion wounds. Those are my personal favorites. So yeah. But if you play like heavy metal, try the power wounds. I think they're the green ones. I have those right here. So yeah, I have those on a base. I have those on Goldie right now. My gold base, the 3P. And I recently have been doing studio sessions playing Goldie with a pick. So yeah, it's been doing the thing. I like it. Let's see. Sorry, I meant to say, have you heard of the Gibson G3? I haven't. I was blown away, saw the review yesterday, 70s period bass. Okay, cool. I don't really mess with too many Gibsons. Um, they're a little bit more pricey. I haven't played a G3 though. So that may be something that I have to check out in the future. Appreciate you doing the shout out. It's dope. What's your favorite song you've played in church? Um, ooh, okay. So I'm gonna say I have three that just popped in my head. Battlefield by Carlton Pearson. Like it's just a running bass line. It's nice. Uh Jesus Will by Anita Wilson, I think. And Blessed by Fred Hammond. Basically because I rarely get the opportunity to slap. And when I do, I go hard, and Blessed is a slap song. And I'm all for it. So those three. Um, again, Jesus Will by Anita Wilson. If y'all want to check that out, it has a real nice groove to it. Carlton Pearson, Battlefield, and Blessed by Fred Hammond. Yeah. I'm fiending. I'm just gonna try to fix it. I'm, I'm finding a new Yamaha. I'm fiending. Let's just say I'm fiending for a new Yamaha BB734. Okay, I think I've seen those basses before. From what I understand, they play well. Let's see. How do you feel about detuning a whole step in gospel? I think it's okay, assuming that your bass doesn't get floppy when you tune down that half step or even the whole step. Because I think Andrew Goucher tunes down a whole step, I think. And he has a 5-string bass or a 6-string bass, and he tunes down to give a little bit extra room on the low end. I don't have a problem with it. It's a cool idea, but me trying to tune on the fly, my mind can't process that. I, it's probably more simple than I'm thinking about, but I've never detuned any of my basses. So other than like a 4-string bass playing rock music or something. Oh, that's better. Okay. Ibanez Roadstar Gray Bass. Yes. Yes. I had a TKO 115. Yeah. I actually they were trying to give me that, but I was a chunky little boy. So I was gonna be sitting on my amp and I needed the space to sit on my amp and play. So I opted for the bigger bad boy. But yeah. Thanks for taking the time out to answer. It's dope. My first bass was a wildfire. Okay. Threw some 15-watt guitar amp. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. Whenever I was telling you about me playing to the radio, I was actually using the PV Backstage Pro or Backstage Plus. Pro or Plus, one of them. And that's a guitar amp or an all-encompassing amp. It served the purpose for what I wanted to do, but it wasn't made for bass frequencies. I'll say that. And yeah, that was my first, like that was my at-home amp whenever I practiced because it didn't have to be loud. I just need to hear myself. And then I didn't know nothing about EQing. So I did the normal bass things. Like I play bass, bass needs to be on 10. And then I like treble because of slap. So slap needs to be on 10. And I don't really need this mid area. So I just kind of scooped everything and it just sounded horrible. And I didn't know that at the time that you need mids, especially with a P bass. I was just like, why is it not giving me the thing I want? It's not doing the thing. It's because it wasn't made to do the thing. The basses I was listening to on radios were like jazz basses or active basses, and I had just had a passive P bass from the 80s and old strings, old Ernie Ball slinky strings that died 2 weeks after you put them on. And I didn't know no better. It was I was a kid. I didn't know no better. So, you live and you learn. PB Combo 300 was my first amp. It had the thump. Okay, I could dig it. I could dig it, man. Yeah. Ibanez Roadstar 2. Should have kept it. Oh no, I still got it. That bad boy is right here. That's right there. It's not going nowhere. This is my girl right there. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I still got her. I'm not getting rid of that bass ever. That's the first one I started with. I'm never getting rid of that bass. Oh, thank you, Alice, for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do you consider it a sin to get rid of your first bass ever? And are the DiMarzio pickups good in your opinion? Yes, the pickups are good, and kind of yes, unless it's a piece of crap. You know, keeping your first bass keeps you humble to remind you where you come from. So even in my whole situation, and let me move to the side so you can see everything that's going on now in my life. I got this on the bottom, plus I have all this stuff happening up top, right? But that one, that's in the center of everything because without this one, there would be no all of this other stuff. If I hadn't fallen in love with playing the bass at a young age, just messing with that one bass, there would be no Bully the Kid channel. There would be none of that. I would just be a drummer. And who knows? It could have very well been a whole bunch of, acoustic sets lined up across the back wall. Could have been. But nah, man. Without this bass right here, none of this other stuff would ever happen. Y'all wouldn't be here, possibly. But we don't know because it did. So, you know. But the DiMarzios that I have are the 60s version, and they really dope this one thing. So they are the 60s P, the DP 124. It's really dope because this is a gold pickup cover. I think that's fly. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I have an idea. I think I'm gonna throw them in the Harley Benton that's over here. This bass actually. Matte Black. Well, that's a finger smudge. I thought I had messed up my bass. I was about to get upset. Matte Black all the way through. Black hardware. I swapped it over, even though y'all didn't like it. I like it. To this pick guard, and I'm gonna throw the gold ones in here. And depending on how I like it, I may swap this out may swap this bridge out for gold, swap these out for gold, and then swap these out for gold. And then it'll be a pump bass. So yeah, right now I have Porter pickups that are in them, and they sound good. They're just a little bit more bright than I would like them to be. So I might swap them out, and then maybe throw them in a different bass and see how they work there. So yeah, but that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Again, thank you, Alex, for the donation. I appreciate it. Any thoughts on a passive PJ pickup upgrade? Any favorites? Any sleepers out there, or should I just do the SD geezers? SD geezers are not a bad choice. I would have you look at EMG, though. I would have you look at EMG. Just hear me out. If you can go with their pickups and also their system, you don't need to solder anything. It's literally plug and play as long as you look at the instructions. It's extremely convenient and they sound phenomenal. So I would definitely check out EMG with that. And if you need to hear a sound demo, I have a Charvel upgrade video on my channel where I swapped out the Charvel electronics completely with all EMG stuff. So you can get a listen on what that actually sounds like. And it's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will not lie to you. It's pretty good. So check them out. But the geezer's not a bad choice at all. So don't feel too bad. Let's see. I like you to jam some of my favorite albums. Okay. SIT strings. All right. Yeah. Dope. I'm more R&B, reggae, and gospel vibes, but thanks for the SIT strings info. I appreciate it. For sure. I used to slap all day in my church. Then hit that 3-6-2-5-1 turnaround. Mm-hmm. I had to think about it. I was like, uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. I would love to see Lobster Johnny Lee Long. Love to see you, Lobster Johnny Lee Long, and a guy on YouTube called Ted Talks Bass have a live jam session. Now, I don't know about Johnny Lee Long. I don't think he moves around too much. And I don't know who Ted Talks Bass, I have to check him out, is. But at NAMM, there's a possibility that jam sessions will happen with Lobster. That's a little peek behind the curtain, and that's happening next month. We pulling up in Anaheim, and it's gonna be dope. Yeah, boy. Hey, Bullet, do you still have that green Fender Player Plus 5-string? Yep. It's over. Actually, it's right there. Yep. I just recently got one myself. I absolutely love it. It's a good bass. But I'm going to swap the pickups out for a set of new Fender Ultra Jazz. Okay. Cool. That's a solid choice. If y'all don't know, I think the Ultra Jazz themselves are noiseless and overwound. I believe that's true. I don't know if these are noiseless. They are noiseless. Okay. Yeah, that sounds. If you want to, I think you're going for a thicker, like a thicker sound, like less treble, high, mid range. I think you're going for more of a 30p bass type of thing. I think. I don't know. I have to listen to the Ultra Jazz bass again. Or you may be going for a more hi-fi sound, since those are normally paired with a different active preamp. Who knows? But yeah, I'm glad you're digging it. It's a solid bass. It's solid. That was my go-to girl for a long time, or is my go-to girl. It's been my go-to girl. Like if I'm gonna do a gig out and I don't know exactly, what to bring, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good ace in the hole to just bring that one out. Don't cost too much, but it costs enough because it's quality. It does its thing. I'm actually need to bring this bad girl out of retirement because she does her thing. This Jackson Spectra here. I'm gonna bring her out on the next gig because she hasn't stretched her legs in a few months. So that's gonna happen. So yeah. Let's see. Still have my first base, but sold my second. Not making that mistake again. Fair. That's fair. You don't appreciate it until it's gone. Hey, Marco, I'm using programs on special needs. I play guitar. Okay, dope. My main setup is a Microtubes 500 through a Dark Glass 210. Ooh, you got money. Yes. With either a Schecter Volunteer or Sticker. Yeah, you doing it. Mm-hmm. I like it. Overlooked EMG. They got a lot of forum hate. People just hate. People hate. Do your research. Go on YouTube. Listen to the pickups. What you can do is the saying has been made. It doesn't matter the instrument. It really matters about the player. So you do your homework by listening to the same pickup searched from different players. That way you can get a whole idea about what it actually sounds like from novice to professional players. Because somebody told me I could put strings on a shovel and make it sound good. And that's a phenomenal idea. If I had carpentry experience, I would definitely make something crazy like that happen. Or maybe like an epoxy base or a base made out of Legos and epoxy resin. That'd be crazy. That'd be dope. But I don't have that. So we'll see. You know. Doggone it. What's going on? Let me go to this little chat thing here and see if anybody's talking about anything. Nope, nobody's hit me up. I think I'm okay. Let's check this other one. I'm doing multiple platforms at the same time, and I am not tech savvy in this regard. So y'all bear with me. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, I got the CFG strap for Mono Neon. So much better from your reviews again. Hey, man, look, it's people could say it's hype, and I got a lot of hate for suggesting this from this company here, Cable Free Guitars. I got a lot of hate. Like they was like, you just paid off. It can't be that good. Man, shut up. This is dope. I literally got two. I said it in the video and I ordered one after the video was over with. I got two. So I got this one and I got one that's just all black. You know what I'm saying? So I gig with this one and then I use the all black one at church because I don't want to be drawing a whole bunch of attention to myself. I'm already in the background, you know. But yeah, it's the fact that I have this happening made the pick gigs at the session so much nicer. It was just so nice. I was going, pull the pick out, put it back, But yeah, man, a lot of things have helped me out a lot. I have the wireless system that I'm doing from the same company, CFG, and I have two of these. And I keep one in my gig bag for whenever I play at church, and then I keep this one here at home. And then whenever I need to charge that one, I have the backup X Vive here. But I like this one. I like the CFG a lot more because it lasts. The battery lasts a lot longer, and they both work well. But the CFG, the battery lasts for a work shift, like literally 8 hours. And I put it to the test. I actually just sat there, turned it on at the beginning of my shift at 7, and then looked back at it at 4, and it was still on. And I turned the bass up, started playing. It actually still works after 8 hours. So that's I don't know what else you want from a wireless system, and it charges fast. I think it got a full from that 8 hours. I put it on the charger, and it charged up maybe an hour or so, and it was back to 100%. So that's dope. So I keep that in my gig bag, and no lie, gig bag is right over there. It's not. I'm not lying to you. Um, Everything I say, I'm really mean. I really do mean it. So let's see. This is the last base I used. This is my baby, and literally, this is the black one, and I used my baby. Yeah. So everything I'm telling you, I mean it. Yeah. Yeah. This is the last base I used, and it did its thing. All right, you. Being contrary. Anyway. All right, gotcha. All right. Before you hate, yes, I did put my signature bass in a Fender bag because it's a solid bag. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Let's see. I think I still have everything going still. CFG. So you on mute? All right. Let's see. Have you read Victor Wooten's book, The Music Lesson? No, I haven't. I probably should. I probably should, but I don't. I'm an engineer by trade. I spend most of my life reading manuals and manuscripts and blueprints and diagrams and documents and emails, and I'm an audible type of person. I don't want to. I don't want to read it. Let's see. Exactly. You hit right. I hit it right on the head. Exactly what I want to get a thicker beef. Okay. Dope. Cool. Religious person, music man. So okay. About 10 years old now. Made in Indonesia. 6 boat neck. There are so many variations of them now. Uh just purchased a Music Man sub. Okay. It's about 10 years old, made in Indonesia, a 6 bolt neck. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I only say that. Let's do it. Let us do it. Y'all play nice. Play nice. I'll play y'all a little bit later today. 6 bolt. Checks out. Made in Indonesia. Checks out. Okay. I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay. Yeah. This is not standard. This is not standard. But yeah, congratulations. I hope you like it. I should play you. All right. Here we go. Play nice. Goldie. Goldie. Play nice. Play nice. Okay. Yeah. All right. Congratulations. And I got mine about 2 years ago, so it sounds legit. That's that COVID government money. I think I've been talking too much. I'm behind now. Let's see. Just got my SAR P7 set up. Happy with it. I will stop the gas there for now, but I want to try F-Bass. Oh, whew. Mm. I also would like to try F bass. Sold my first bass to buy upright. The place went out of business before I got the chance. Uh, that's tough. Okay, I wish I still had my Fernandez Gravity 5 fretless. It was transferable with gold hardware. And I put EMGs in it. Put a lot of track down with that bass. Wow. Now I gotta go back. Trans purple with gold hardware. Was the neck maple or was it rosewood? Really don't matter, but just for a mental aesthetic. I'm gonna assume that it was maple because that makes it a lot more pretty. But it's Fernandez. So even if it was a maple fretboard, it was fretless. So it has to be rosewood or a rosewood composite. Oh, that sounds sexy. Okay, moving on. Josh, what's going on? What's cracking? You know what I'm saying? Where do you find your gold hardware? I want to redo my father's old Yamaha bass in gold. Oh, you can go to Evil Bay or eBay. And I would look for Wilkinson makes really good hardware. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Wilkinson tuners. You can do a Wilkinson bridge if you want to. You can go to All Bridge Bridges, AL Bridge, All Bridge Bridges. They do a sexy little ditty as far as bridges go. I would definitely check out those two different names. So again, Wilkinson pickups, Wilkinson tuners. They also make pickups, but tuners because they're cost efficient and they're solid. They're solid tuners, like for real. And then All Bridge Bridges. Those are solid bridges as well. They're brass saddles. You can get them in a cornucopia of flavors, if you feel me, you know. And could be a good time, you know. On to the next person on the CFG thanks. Do you have any Lakeland? That's my next base. No, I wish I did. I have a few friends that are like that swear by it. My homeboy Chris Volpini, he has like 6 of them, and he loves the Lakeland brand. And I get it. I've played them; they're great. I just haven't ran across them or talked to them to work with them or anything like that as of yet. They're on the radar, but I'm not gassing for them like I'm gassing for a Dingwall. I want a Dingwall more than I want a Rickenbacker for 1003. And that is saying something because Rick is it's on my Mount Rushmore. But this Dingwall, especially the NG or the combustion or the NG3, I ain't tripping on it. I want this Dingwall. And it's got to be sexy. It's got to be a stupid color. I'm talking highlighter green, yellow, purple. I need stupid. I need a stupid color. I really want highlighter green. That's what I really want. Just be loud and dumb. Yes. Yes. That's what I really want. But yeah, I'll take a white one too. White and all black hardware. Shamu. Or the almighty Slamu, as I would call it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Take a sip to that. Buckies. Dude, I thought for some reason your first base was an XX. Natural 6-string that you did a few mods on a few years ago. Man, that's the first bass I bought in Tulsa when I got a big boy job. And that was based off of, no pun intended, Max Proud talking about SX basses. Like Max Proud got me to get that bass. And then from there, again, he told me about Audaire preamps. So special shout out to Max Proud, the man, because he gave me two diamonds in the rough that started my whole YouTube situation. And in there, I did some modifications. I used Wilkinson tuners for one. And then on the second end, I did single bridge pieces to kind of widen out the spacing just a little bit. And then I did a hack that he also showed. Like I was following Max Proud and Rumbling Man whenever I started my YouTube channel. It's because I was watching these cats take nothing and make something. I was like, I ain't got money like that. Let me go ahead and pick up this bass for, at the time, $195 for a 6-string bass, you know? And then let me go ahead and buy these tuners for $60 for 6 tuners. And then let me get these bridge pieces, you know what I'm saying, for like $20 off of Evil Bay, you know? And then let me take some neodymium magnets and put it to the back of my pickups to supercharge them joints, because I can't afford to find, like I couldn't put in Aguilar pickups. The things cost like $300. I didn't have that then. So I just did what I could, did what I had to do, and made that junk work. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great bass. And if I had the opportunity, I would definitely get it back. I would definitely get that bass back. I need to talk to whoever I gave it to and see if they still use it. Because if they don't, hey, here's the money. Ship that bad boy back to me. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, I'll come to Tulsa. Let me get that at you. Let me get that. That'll probably be cheaper than me actually. But maybe if I drive to Tulsa from Houston, then I got a hotel. Nah, it's just cheaper to make another one. Yeah, I'll just make another one. It sucks, but sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to one. just gotta do it, Jackson Bass is a nice dough. Real talk. Maplewood, Rosewood, unlined board. Mm-hmm. He sounds fine. I like it. Let's see. Woke up to this treat. Dope. What's going on, Carrie? Frat in the house was cracking. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Fan frets. Yes, please. And thank you. Max is a bass brother. Yes, sir. Let's see. Been wanting to give me a Dingwall in purple. That's not a bad choice, too. That's not a bad choice as well. Man, I don't even know if I still have this. I need to go. Let me see if I can pull this up and show y'all this sexy situation. Cause there you go, girl. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this because this is God's will pertaining to me. Share screen. Let's go over here. Boom, a shakalaka. Boy. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. Look at it. Revel in the beauty. This is why it's so fun. It's already fan frets. The bridge is offset to make the B string longer. There's 3 switches. I don't even know what the heck these switches do. I don't care, but I want it. There's also truss rod adjustment at the heel of the neck, which means I don't have to loosen my strings to make adjustments to the neck. This thing is dusty, I guarantee, because I didn't touch the opponent numerous times. I want you, lady. I want you bad. Ooh, here's another one. This is another one. back in. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm a child, and it's fine. Look at that. Will you look at the smile on that chunky guy? Look at the smile on there. You can't fake. This is how Dick was website. That's me. Yeah, Bullet Kid. Hey, your boy out here with the D Rock. Aha. Yeah, man. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's move on. Island Palm Mute. Okay, don't know what that was pertaining to. Fan frets, Island Palm. Oh, this is where you. This is how you getting down. Fan frets, Island Palm Mute. Okay, I see what you're doing. My first base was. I don't even want to ask this question, but I need to ask this question. Do you still have it? If you don't, that's tough, brother. That's tough. 24, 24 hours from Tulsa. Okay. 24? Where do you stay that you're 24 hours away from Tulsa? Tulsa's in the middle. I guess if it takes a whole day to get across Texas, maybe. Okay, I guess that's believable. Driving. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Thanks for the chats. What's up? For sure. Sorry, Tulsa. Uh, that was a quick 49 on Evil Bay. On the topic of first bases, I stay on my first base. It's a SRX4EX1 from Ibanez. Not that high end, it's just fun to play on. Okay. I have never heard that. You know how Ibanez loves their letters and number groupings that make no sense. EHB 1005 TS. Okay. Oh. That hurts. I'm sorry, man. That's tough. That's tough. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I was like, I don't want to ask this question, but I have to ask this question. Do you still have it? Dang it. It's tough. I play Tobias and a J Retro. Ooh. Yeah, you're not hurting. Okay, I play Tobias and a J Retro Fender Jazz. J Retro Fender Jazz. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're not hurting. You good. G Pitney is a song 24 Hours from Tulsa. Okay. I was like, what? Yeah, man. The shake back is real. Although that's 76 though. You know, you know. I hate that for you, but also you okay. Yeah. I also yeah, like this question has been asked to me before. Do I have any sales that I wish I hadn't made on bases? And I immediately go to this one. I had an Ibanez 506, mahogany body, mahogany everything, and it was a neck dive monster. But the modern tone that it gave me with these elixir strings before I started getting into YouTube, like talking about, it was so sweet. Like it's so good that I thought about getting it again just so I can get a little piece of that just one more time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get that in my dingwall whenever I get it. I'm gonna get that whole vibe in my dingwall. Or I may take this Harley Benton and then turbocharge that bad boy because who don't like turbocharged instruments, you know? Also like cars. Let's see, man. Oh, shout out again, Alex. Thank you so much for the donation. I like to change the pots on my glare. What's a good brand to replace them with, in your opinion? Um, I would go to Stu Mac. I will go to Stu Mac because they have a setup, and it's literally everything is wired off dump, and it's on a little plate. You just take it, drop it in, land your hots and your negatives, and you good. I, I think it's like $59, and it's Golden Age. That's the name of it. Let me actually go and check and confirm. So StuMac, StuMac.com. Let's go P base. I don't want 10% off. Leave me alone. P base. P base wiring kit. And again, StuMac's not, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just telling you about it so that you can make an informed decision on your own and stuff like that. But let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Share screen, entire screen, boom, boom. This specifically comes on this little situation. It's already wired up. It's just waiting for your ground, your negative to go there, and then your hot, you land there or up here in this white right there. Yeah. And you good to go. It's immediate drop in. And I'm assuming that your glary is a P base. Just making that assumption. And then this is the layout of it. It's just there on the board, and it comes shipped to you on the board like this. So you can just take it out, unscrew it, and then put it into your situation. So yeah, you have your volume pickup there, and then your tone there, and it goes to your jack. Got your orange cap, good to go there. And then I think this black lead actually is your hot. That's up top there. This black lead right here is your hot, I think. I gotta look at it. Or maybe. I don't know. But it's pretty good. I've heard it before. I've actually put one in to a friend's guitar or a friend's bass, and it worked out pretty fast. It was pretty quick. Let's see. Stacked pot hype. It's convenient, can make wiring complicated if you're doing it yourself, but worth it. Depends. I have to take that back because EMG does a stacked pot that you don't have to do any wiring. You just plug it in and it's on and cracking. And they also have a push pull pot and it's on and cracking. I got a bass that actually has that on it. If y'all want to see it, you want me to show you, just let me know in the chat if you want me to pull that bass out and show you the EMG stuff, the nice little ditties they did there. Let's see. About how much is shipping when you ship a bass. It can range, depends on the poundage, but usually it's probably around 20 to 30. Usually, if you catch a deal, like if you do like a business account, it'll probably be like 15 to 20. You know, they cut you a little break because you're a business, but usually around 20 to 30. If it's a little bit heavier, that's the poundage around 8 to 15, I would think. Somewhere there from like 5 to 15. And then the big crazy thing about bases is the dimensions of it. So the boxes themselves account for weight, and then you have to put like, you know, stabilizing stuff so that the base in the box don't shake around and be all crazy. And some people ship their stuff with cases, and those cases weigh. So The heavier it is, the more money. So I think the most I've ever paid to ship something out was probably $50, but I shipped it out with like a legit Fender airport grade case. So, you know, let's see. You can only, you a slick bastard, you. Mm, let's get into it though. Okay. You can only use three pedals for the rest of your life. What are you grabbing? I'm a cheat. Here we go. It's not going to be a tuner pedal because I have a tuner clip on. Cheat number one. It's not going to be an EQ pedal because I have EQing on my bass. Cheat number two. Now we're getting into semantics of what I would possibly use and how I would use it. So I would like to have some type of compression. I'd like to have some type of filter. I'd like to have some type of octaver, if possible. And I'd also like to have a chorus. Cheat number three. It's going to be a Zoom bass pedal because that has all the functionality in that bad boy. Even has a pedal for expression, so that's my wah pedal. That's crossed out. Has dial-in compression. That's crossed out. Has multiple interfaces like emulators like Dark Glass, Aguilar. So that takes the EQ stuff out of there. Has octaver features in it that I can chain in whatever order I want to. Has a looping function. So that takes out the ditto looper I was going to say. I think you can only do 3 banks of pedals. I'm not sure, but I think you can only do 3 banks of pedals in one given. I think that's the only pedal I'm going to need, which brings me to the next statement. Why don't I have one? Yeah, but let's take Zoom off the board and let me not cheat because I would cheat. I did cheat. I would cheat. I did cheat. I won. But let's just take the zoom and all that interfacing stuff out the way. The multi effects pedal, let's just take those off the board. So if I had to choose 3 pedals, it would be a specifically MXR envelope filter. I would take the Aguilar Octaver. And my Fender Downtown Express. Let me explain. The Downtown Express, which I haven't done a video on yet, I need to do that. It has compression, it has overdrive, it has a EQ section, and mainly those. I need to actually, yeah, I got some stuff I need to shoot because I was going to do a pedal board series and I went ahead and did my pedal board and set it up. and then I just didn't film it. But yes, so those three, assuming that I don't have a Zoom bass effects pedal. So yeah, there you go. That was a great question. I had to figure out a way to cheat though. Squire, don't. My son's first bass is exactly like your sticky bomb bass. He was mad when he saw yours, like he was first or something. And he may. Bandpass knob, like a mid frequency switch. Thank you for the donation. It's the first edition Burning Fire PJ. Interesting. Okay. I think that's passive too. So yeah, that probably no, it's a PJ. I think they actually have a setup in the same thing, but for jazz basses. So I think they have the same thing. So same company, same thing. I think it's the same price too. So yeah. One pedal and two separate cabinets. Yeah. Let's see. Is there aftermarket alternative to the stock pickups on Ibanez? Just wondering. Yeah. What? Wait a minute. Let me go back in time. What Ibanez do you have? I still have my friend SRX 4EX. I don't even know what that bass is. I need to look that bass up. Hey, Noel, hit me up on Instagram, bully_the kid. We can chop it up a little bit more and see what we got for you. You know what I'm saying? What is a bass you feel is underrated in your opinion? I feel like Schecter doesn't get a lot of love. They make really solid instruments, and I don't feel like they get a lot of love that like Ibanez would get. Like they've done some interesting stuff. Also, Jackson is another company that's kind of underrated. The thing they did with the Rickenbacker, the Jacksonbacher, as I'm going to call it now, that the bass looks hideous, especially in the 5-string version. But as far as how it sounds in the general aesthetic, in the 4-string version, for the price they're offering, yeah. So those two, for sure, underrated. Yeah. Let's see. No problem, my boy. No problem. Let's see. Jacksons are nice. They cool, man. They cool. They don't get a lot of respect, but they solid. They're extremely solid. And really, if you want to talk about Jackson, really Charvel should be in this talk too. Their San Dimas, quality wise, is phenomenal. Their preamp is poo cheese. You can take that for however you want to take it. It's bad. It sounds way better in passive mode than it does in active mode. And you quote me. The Charvel does not sound good in active mode. It doesn't. It doesn't sound good in active mode. I don't care what you say. That's fine. But yeah, once I swapped out that the whole stuff for I think I put in a EMG system into the Charvel. I think I did an EMG system in the Charvel. Can't remember. I think I did. No, I didn't. I think I ended up doing an Adair system in the Charvel. Can't remember. But for sure, I got DiMarzio area J's in that bad boy in the Charvel, and that thing sounds sweet. It sounds sweet. So, yeah. Thoughts on ESP basses? They're nice. The only ESP bass that caught my eye was a 6-string LTD. six string. It's got the little pointed horn at the top, which is ugly, but it felt good. You know, I haven't really messed with anything else so far, but ESP is a solid company, at least for the six string bass that I did play from a friend that had it. It's pretty solid. I like it. I just they're not on my radar at the present moment. First base, some Fender copy. Okay, who's giving me my brother? Okay, he found it on the he found it on the garbage and gave it to me because he knew how badly I wanted a bass. I only had three strings on it, but I didn't care. Yeah, because it's easy to put more strings on the bass. It's kind of hard to have a bass to not put strings on. You know, that's a good brother. You should high five him. I love Schecter and ESP. Okay, dope. Soap bar. All right. Exotic effects. What we got going here? What you talking about? Let me go back in time. See what you're talking about. One pedal and two separate cabinets, and then you laughed. Then you laughed a little bit more. Then you said Jacksons are nice. Mm-hmm. Then you said soap bar, exotic effects. Okay, interesting. I'm trying to piece it together. It's not locking. Huh. Okay, we'll come back to that. I have a B206 SM. I think that is that the bass. I think that may be the bass. I think that may be the bass I'm talking about. ESP B206 SM. Let's take a look at you. Oh, you're pretty cheap too. Yeah, this is the bass I'm talking about. Used for 400. It's not bad. Brand new is 700. Spalted maple. That's the SM. Okay, that's pretty solid. Yeah, my homeboy had this bass, and he swapped out the soap bars for Seymour Duncan's, I believe. Like he swapped those bad boys out, and it did a thing. And for whatever reason, he swapped everything out to uh, gold. So gold knobs, gold bridge, gold hip shot hardware on that bad boy in the style of guitar. And let's get up out of there. Let's look at that headstock. Yeah, yeah. So he did that. And the thing that he said he liked the most about it was how the body was solid as it was like kind of a one piece feel because everything was smoothed out and beautiful and locked in, and it was hella stable. So he didn't really have to mess with the truss rod from season to season. So I was like, okay, but I didn't like the top of it, like the pointed top. I didn't like it. So I still played it on the gig, but it wasn't on my radar. It's actually though. I can see why you like it. Mm. There's a lot of them used on the market at the present moment. I think I get the see-through black satin one. If I was to get one, I wouldn't get the spalter maple. It's just me though. I use exotic effects. Okay. Tone shape. Yeah, that's it. She's sticking it back with country. Jim spinning a dang riddle. uh, yeah, Jim had me said, I was like, what's this mean? What are you trying to tell me? But yeah. Anyway, it is 12:30. I need to go to sleep because I got to go to work in about 6 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off this bad boy. Thank y'all for joining me. And hopefully either Saturday or Sunday, we'll be doing base hang number 68. But I'll make a post on what day that'll be. I'm not really sure what I have to do next Sunday evening as of yet. I gotta check with the wife. So till then, I've been Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all be easy. Go mob.